What's happening with it? This is Slink Johnson, a.k.a. Black Jesus, your Lord and Savior, and you're listening to the Red Rock Podcast Network. How you love that?
You are listening to the Red Rock Podcast Network, featuring Pod of Thrones and the Shiznit.
Look, this is for my old heads, young G's, etc. Dino Red said he loves the intellect. Yes, he never hesitates. I can rap whatever, bro. I'm only in first gear and still way ahead. Living in the cold world full of that nonsense. Drug heads, teen moms, day-to-day violence. Fiends at the corner, panhandle for bottles. 12-year-olds running around with pistols and hollows. Fucks with my conscience, but still I do. I know right from wrong, but my decisions is stupid. My generation is crazy, and the media proof. Ignorance is bliss, and we is illy influenced. And that's why I'm here. Old soul kicking brand new flavor in your ear. Rapper of the year.
This is the Red Rock Podcast Network. From Red Rock Studios in Los Angeles, California, this is the Shiznit. Now, put your hands together for the Shiznit.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Shiznit Show. I am your boy. I am your host, Dino Red, and I have with me, as always, my ride or dies, Miss Dijon Monique.
What's up, world? It's your girl.
The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Pip Lilly.
COVID-19 update. Bars are closed. Restaurants are closed. Barbershops are closed. Swim pools is closed. Gyms is closed. Concerts are canceled. Theater is canceled. Showtime at the Apollo has been canceled.
But guess what ain't been canceled?
The Shiznit.
The motherfucking Shiznit Show. Damn straight.
Hooray!
Where my baby kids at? There y'all go. Y'all ass ain't even at school.
Still podcasting. What? Even through the national pandemic. No, I'm sorry. Worldwide pandemic.
Worldwide pandemic, y'all.
Into his house.
Guess
Okay.
what? Fuck y'all. We ain't 6 feet apart.
Ha ha.
You know what's cool? That the mayor, when he put out the stay at home or the safer at home policy or whatever, and he listed the essential services.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys catch one of the things that would be relevant to us? That's essential, considered essential service.
To us?
Yeah, it was relevant to us directly.
No.
Podcasts. He said podcasts
I didn't
are
catch
essential
that.
service.
I didn't catch that.
Yes, I got it in writing. Yes.
Wow.
The mayor said podcast. Motherfucking podcast. The Shiznit Show is an essential service, motherfuckers.
People
here for that.
need something. People need something to do right now.
That's true. I know I do.
Or people to do.
Yeah. Oh my God.
But not just that though. It's not just entertainment. We also provide information.
Yes.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
So, but yeah. So I thought that was very
And
cool.
we ain't hurting nobody.
No.
So my
Yet.
weekend job and my day job are essential service. So other people out of work, and I'm just working just as much as normal.
Yeah.
I'm working a lot too. I'm working from home, but I'm in operations, so I do have to go on site. But I'm only going once a week now.
Okay.
And it's crazy because I'm the literally only person.
My schedule's going to be something like that eventually. They're working on the whole remote thing and all that. And actually, come to find out, I could be home right now on paid leave because I have critical illness.
Mm-hmm.
So
you're saying you could just stay home?
I could, but I'm not.
And
the reason why
save
I'm
that.
not, excuse me?
Don't you want to save that?
Well,
In case you really need it?
Well, I don't. I got other stuff. Whether I need it, you know what I mean. I mean, the reason why I don't want to use it now is because we're so close to the remote thing happening,
Mm-hmm.
and work is kind of crazy and it's kind of amped up, and getting everything in place and ready for that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I really need it, and I feel like my team would kind of really, kind of suffer if I wasn't there, and then that work would be piling up, and when we go to remote, I would have that work to do anyway, so I might as well just go ahead and do it now. And also I feel better about the transition and helping my team get everything into place and not just kind of leaving them hanging. Now, if I needed it, I would take it, but I don't really need it at this moment. And the world is pretty scarce right now,
Right.
And our cubes are not on top of each other, so I don't really feel like I don't really feel like I need it. So hopefully I'm making the right decision.
I'm sort of the same. I'm kind of the same way, and I actually do have. I actually have, even though I'm well and being treated by medications and stuff like that. I do have an immune disease,
right?
Immunity disease, and I take public transportation to work normally,
right?
So I thought about last week or a week and a half ago saying like, hey, I don't think I should be coming in right now.
Right.
And
because there was a lot more people out.
Right.
Yeah.
But all that has changed. But our company just went to a mandatory work from home.
Right.
So
awesome.
that's just a done deal. And when I do go in, I have to take a Uber or Lyft, and my bosses pay for it.
Oh,
that's
okay.
great.
Cool.
I tell you what, though, I kind of had a feeling this thing was coming, that the city shut down kind of thing was coming. And I was itching this week to get a haircut.
Oh.
And I got one.
Okay, good.
But I got mauled.
What?
Yes, the barber cut my ear.
Oh.
I don't know if y'all can see. It's mostly healed now, but this left ear right here, he went Mike Tyson on me.
I was just gonna say, it looked like Mike Tyson took a chunk out of him.
He did. This dude. First, I came in. You get weird energy off of people. I was getting weird energy off him, but he was drunk. I couldn't tell if he was high or drunk or both or what, but he was drunk. He had a Modelo on the counter, and the whole thing. And that don't bother me because my uncles have cut my hair drunk in their garage, and I'm used to that. So that's not a big deal. So like if you could deliver, some people can deliver when they under, whatever. But it's just his energy was weird. And then I saw him like get all woozy eyed. And he was coming towards my head, and he went right into my ear. Oh. And I pulled back, and I was like, I reached up, and I'm bleeding. He's like, you pulled away. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, you just put clippers in my head.
Wow.
And
you pulled away.
You probably just sit there and let me cut you.
So I said, he's like, oh, man, you need to calm down. I was like, calm down?
You just cut me.
Calm down. You cut me, and you standing there. Do something about my ear. And he pulls out like some of that septic stuff, the whatever they put on.
Yeah.
But it's in powder form. I never said. He's like, you want me to put some of this on there? I was like, what is it? He goes, you want me to put some of this on there? I was like, what is it? He goes, this will help you. May I have your permission to please? Now he's drunk. Remember?
Yeah.
May I have your permission to please? But then the other barber's like, that's the stuff to help you stop bleeding. I was like, I thought it was, but I wanted him to tell me what it was.
Yeah, of course.
I
It
wanted
could've
him
been
to
anything.
take control of this situation that he just messed up. And I told him, like, you being unprofessional. This is just crazy. I'm going to get coronavirus and a bad haircut.
Right? All that. Oh, my gosh.
Wow. Oh,
Luckily,
man.
my boy Jason came in and fixed my hair for me the next day.
Oh,
Okay.
shout out to Jason.
Shout out
for
to
that.
Jason. Thank you for that,
I
Jason.
can't believe that happened.
And I didn't have to pay for the cut.
Oh,
obviously.
good. Right. You're better than me.
So, Didi, are you, what's up with, you kind of self-employed, or are you actually self-employed, or are you kind of self-employed?
I'm self-employed.
You're self-employed.
I'm self-employed.
And your job is such, how are you being affected by this whole lockdown situation? Are your clients kind of like saying, I'm cool on Didi for a week or two, or are they still like, Didi, come clean my nasty house?
You see, you would think people would be like, hey, Didi might have corona, or Didi might not want to catch Deroni, Don't give Didi Deroni. But no. People like Didi, come catch Deroni with us. No, I had to clean twice this week.
So you've been
Are they-
busier than usual.
No, I've not been. I've been less busy.
Less
Thank
busy.
God. I had 2 clients cancel, but I had 2 clients that was like, no,
Okay.
it's
Come on.
fine.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like,
We
no,
trust
no.
you.
Were they home?
They were home.
Okay.
One client was home, and the other client that I clean it's an office, and they were there. It's a legal office, and they were there working away.
I can see it going both ways. I can see people not wanting an extra person who may or may not be a carrier, that even if you're asymptomatic. And I can see people be like, I'm home all the time. This house needs to be clean. I don't feel like doing it, You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They're like,
I feel it.
I'm home more than usual, so I need the house to be clean.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? More than I normally do, because I'm not away from the house 8 to 10 hours a day or whatever it is.
I don't like when somebody come clean my house and I'm at the house though. Okay. I'd rather be gone than clean it. I come back and it's clean.
When I went to my client, it was very awkward because they're not usually home.
Right.
And so they were home. And so it was kind of
So you
awkward.
couldn't go through their drawers and
I couldn't,
drink their beer like normal.
No, I couldn't get my good twerk session in and stuff. I'd be dancing with the dogs. I couldn't get none of that. I couldn't get my workout in. I was like,
couldn't mess with the Alexa setting.
you see what I'm saying? I couldn't turn the AC and the heat up like how I like. None of that. I couldn't get a load of laundry in. Nothing.
Couldn't take your
nothing.
nap.
Yeah, nothing.
You couldn't go all Goldilocks on their ass.
No, I couldn't do.
Go to their fridge.
Exactly. I couldn't. I ain't opening up nobody's fridge. I learned my lesson the hard way. People don't clean out.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah.
not opening nobody's fridge. That's
Right.
out.
Yeah.
But I will warm up my snacks, whatever I got. Listen, I don't do anything crazy, but I will give your dog some dog treats. Then I might take 1 or 2 for my dog, because my dog, he got to try them. This is a new kind I never had. I'll get 2 for Jack. I think that's about as far as I go. I'm not laying in nobody's bed. That's out.
Right.
I don't know what you're doing in your bed.
Right.
I don't even like to use people's toilets.
Right.
So you're not sitting you're not breaking their chairs.
Not breaking in their chairs. Not doing none of that.
You're not a good Goldilocks.
No. I feel you about the
feel like
fridge, though.
good.
I thought about the fridge thing again, because you could clean their whole house, open their fridge, they stank fridge, and make the whole house stank.
Oh my God.
Ruin your work.
Ruin the whole day. So yeah, so I've been going to clean it, and it's been a little bit up and down. I've been nervous because I have asthma, so I'm nervous about contracting the virus because of how it would affect me.
Right.
But I'm not really nervous about going to work because I need to work.
Right.
I need the money.
Yeah.
So even though I had people call off this week, I was like, oh shoot, like I kind of need that money. So I've been very torn about it this week, but luckily I got some really, really good clients. And I actually had one client who I haven't even been cleaning for because they've been out of the country. They sent me money. Just here, we know it's Corona, here's some money. And then I had another client, like, I'm going to pay you in advance for whatever.
That's nice.
And if next month is still the same, I'm going to pay you again.
Wow.
Can I just add this on? Actually, I really want to send a special shout out to the producers of For the Love of the Glove. Betsy, in particular, you're a sweet, sweet lady. Thank you so much. They paid us for the shows we didn't do because they didn't want us to be without the money.
Wow.
That is
was
a blessing.
That was nice. Shout out to Bobby in the chat. He's from the UK. He or she is from the UK. With the way it's spelled, I thought it was a he. Bobby says, we here in the UK, we are not on lockdown yet. Only in some places are in lockdown.
Well, only some places here are on lockdown.
Yeah, only some places here too, Bobby. Not everywhere. We're in California, Los Angeles, California.
The whole state is on. Our whole state is on lockdown.
Yes,
Yeah.
our whole state. So, man, well, I it's funny. A lot of today is mimicking Pip. Like our work situations are similar as far as, we both have chronic situations that's similar. And then you have like your story. I have a story. So you guys know that I hadn't been able to find tissue because when everybody was out buying tissue, I was buying bullets. So we'll get to that later on in the show, but I still feel like I made the right decision. But I've been on the hunt, and I have been coming up empty, right? So this past, I think it was Friday, we were going to get takeout for dinner, and we decided we were going to get Versailles, and which is over there on Venice, and there's a Smart and Final over there. So I told my wife, I was like, oh well, while we're over at Versailles, we'll pop in that Smart and Final over there and see if we happen to catch a shipment that hasn't been decimated yet, and
That's the way to do it.
we can get some some TP. So we go there, and there's a line out the door because they're limiting how many people go in the store so that people can keep space.
Yes.
Right.
And also they're and then also they're limiting the amount of items that you can get and all that stuff to try to make it more fair. So I go up, and before I stand in line, I want to know. I was like, "Do you guys have tissue paper right now?" And the lady who was in charge of letting people in, she goes, "I think there's some left right now. I'm not for sure, but I think." And the line wasn't too bad, and it was moving pretty good. I was like, "Okay, I'll take a chance. We're here." I get in line, wait my turn, get in there, and I see some people coming from a certain area with tissue, so I go that way. And so I asked this lady, I said, "Where'd you get that tissue?" She's like, "Oh, I just got it off one of the pallets." And I was like, okay. So I saw the area she came from, and it was a whole row of pallets, and they were all just ransacked. People had gotten So I would just start. I didn't give up though. I kept looking. I was like, okay, I'm gonna look and see if I can find a couple other things that I haven't been able to find. Beans and rice, and some other things like that. So I was looking, trying to see if I can find anything that I needed. I couldn't find. I found the aisle where the toilet paper was supposed to be. There was a few, packages of paper